literally the sky's the limit on veggies. As you grow vegetables, as you have extra, before they turn like this, that's when you ferment them. A soggy carrot, totally fine food, right? So it doesn't have to be this crisp, ridiculous stuff. When I was in India, I literally stayed in little places where the cabbage and basically everyone lives without refrigeration in these little villages, and there's just a bowl with a cauliflower sitting there, and you lift the cauliflower and it's like, right? But it's not moldy and it's not bad, and I ate it, it's fine. And that's welcome to the rest of the world, friends. We're the only ones who have this super shipped, frozen, crazy, extended network of fresh vegetables all the time. So we should honor that, but also we want to slow down just a little bit. Yeah.
So is it, there's a variety, it's not just cabbage, you can do?
Cabbage, so what we do is we try to make kraut cheese, which is a blend of anything you use in sauerkraut, anything you use in kimchi. As long as you mix it together, it turns out wonderful. Along with that is, sauerkraut, right, is generally cabbage with either caraway seeds or juniper. Now you're in Germany. You're in the strictest level of Germany sauerkraut that's possible. But if you expand that out, in Russia they'll put apples, right? And kimchi in a sauerkraut. But then if you go to south and you start going to Mongolia, China area, or Korea, they'll use all kinds of different plants and different spices, right? So they like spicy kimchi. Now there's really no difference in the process. Again, the cellular process is exactly the same as long as you're not buying some weird stuff in a plastic bag or something.
So you could do carrots, cauliflower, bro?
My favorite. Yeah, I've done it all. Cauliflower and jalapenos, amazing. Just those two together. Slice the jalapenos into little circles and put cauliflower pieces. Works totally fine.
Is there anything you shouldn't ferment?
Anything that you can't stand to eat. That's basically the rule of thumb. Everything works as long as you can eat the end product because you like how it tastes. If you don't like the spices or something, don't be shocked if when you ferment it, you don't like it. Right? Yeah.
You mentioned apples in Russia. I'm just wondering, have you ever experimented with fruit and flowers?
Well, the interesting thing about fruit fermentation is you get more into alcohol production because higher sugar means you're making more alcohol. Every process, there's a spectrum of the process. It goes from sugar to alcohol to vinegar. So eventually what will happen is the sugars in this cabbage will turn itself into vinegar by itself. We don't need to use any extra vinegar. That is the process of bacteria and yeast working together to get to this end point. Right?
Is that going to go through a process of becoming more of an alcohol brine before it turns to vinegar?
Yes, and that's where we get into the kombucha side, and all the crazy nonsense that's happened is due to the fact that every process of fermentation creates alcohol. This is a cultural metaphor that's beautiful. Ready? Every culture, as a side effect of culture, creates alcohol. And if you don't like that, then your cells are illegal. Because when you exercise, you actually ferment your muscles, and you make lactic acid, and you also make ethanol. So you're a rebel veggie oil van production unit every time you go for a jog. So this process, again, is happening on the most minute level and the most grand level. So when you have a vat of vegetables, they're doing the same process that your muscles do inside of your body, right? And the same chemistry is found there. Everything is the same. It's just different degrees of molecule. Which is incredibly mystifying. I mean, if you want some mystical reality, look there. That's a great place to start, because that's profound, that there's an intelligence that actually recreates a good pattern wins, right? The best idea wins. Yeah?
Can you use fresh herbs? Because I see you just use it drier.
Totally. Like I was mentioning, put a sprig of dill or right from your garden or a sprig of rosemary, anything like that, super good in there.